so the new viewers can see the work that I've already done. So let's get started. I'm gonna leave each picture on the screen for a little. Whoa! Not too far. First, we have old Cyber Noodle. If you're a fan of the gorillas, you know who Cyber Noodle is. I'll leave her up there for a couple seconds so everybody can get a good look. Please zoom in. A little better. As you can see, she has a bullet hole in the head. One peg from a pew-pew and some sort of uniform. And yeah, gorillas are awesome. If you've never heard the gorillas, you're missing out. Okay, now next, we have a pug. A pug with a banana peel on his head. Think of that. You don't know about that. There's a pug with a banana peel on his head. Yep. That's a pug with a banana peel right on his head. It's a thing. They put these banana peels on these pugs' heads and then they take pictures. It's a whole thing. If you look on the internet, there's a ton of them. And next, we have the little hornhead demon. This little monster has horns all over his body and a crazy look in his eyes. I like his middle tooth. He has one middle tooth. It's cool. Yo, Mama got a middle tooth. Yeah, can't call him what he's called because there might be somebody watching that's not old enough to know. But you know, you get the idea. And next, the Hot Topic demon. She went to Hot Topic. She found all the cool stuff: black makeup, tattoos, piercings. She likes to put little safety pins in. And of course, no monster would be complete without some candy stuck to them and some moles or warts. Have you? Could be warts, like your mama. Your mama got warts. I've seen them. Next up, we have a vampire. He's an old vampire. See, he got bit. He was an old man already. So he's lived forever. But he's an old man. So that's pretty nice. Like a cool black blood. Black blood. I call him the Grampire. This is a grandpa. See what I did there? Grandpa. Next up, we have the Wolfman. This dude I dig. He got like sharp teeth and pointy hair. The big eyes to see you with before I eat you. These are all done with an ink dip pen. That's where you dip the pen in ink before you draw. This is the ink dip pen. As you can see, made out of glass. Pretty sweet looking. They're pretty cool. They work really good for spreading ink across large sections. I know. I'm doing this for myself right now. It's all good. Next up, we have the monster family. Did you take your kids trick-or-treating? You should have. This dad is taking his kids or her kids, whatever it is, you can't tell. They have their parents' spots and parents' rot. A little bit of rot on them. And the horns, matching horns. Next up, we have the mutant Pac-Man. He got out of the maze. He ate all the ghosts. He ate all the food. He ate all the ducks. He even ate Miss Pac-Man. And now he's mutated into a hideous form. He's grown legs and teeth. And his eyes are blind. And he has hair now. Yeah, he's cool. I figure he goes like something like that, you know. Something like that. Something like that, you know. up, the creature from the Black Lagoon. The old Universal Studios monsters. They're pretty cool. I dig them. The creature from the Black Lagoon was portrayed by an Olympic diver in the film. He could hold his breath for 3 minutes straight, they said. Well, they said up to 7 minutes, but he held his breath for 3 minutes at a time on the film. He was hardcore. That way they didn't have to have a scuba suit, scuba tank, or any of that stuff. Next up, we have... you know who that is, right? Monkey D. Luffy. Straw Hat Pirate. If you haven't seen One Piece on Netflix, you should check it out. It's actually a pretty good adaptation of the One Piece story. One Piece card game is really cool. And the One Piece anime is, of course, classic. And this is Monkey D. Luffy. He's my favorite. I like his attitude. He's a wild man. Next up, we have Noodle. Noodle from the Gorillas in her duck hat. I think it's a duck hat. It looks like a duck anyway. So I'm laughing away. I like to do anime. The lines are straight and usually it's pretty funny. Don't suck kicky bottom. Next up, we have a bunch of the Jolly Rogers flags from One Piece. You may recognize some of them. We have Monkey, Zoro. Do you recognize the others? Yeah, I bet you don't. And I'm not going to tell you who they are. You have to figure it out and then you have to leave me in a comment who they are. Next up, another Monkey D. Luffy. Thumbs up. Palm shape. Next, we draw some finger shapes around it. Knuckle parts. Next up, we draw the figure down and kind of get ready to do tips of fingers. Next up, we draw the actual tips and a thumb. Get the thumb started, as you can see, like sort of like this. Yeah. So like that. Anyways. Next up, we add some more detail. Erase a few lines. We erase out the triangle. Next up, we finish it off with the final detail. Make our lines thicker and darker. And then you have how to draw a hand. 1 to 5 to 6. 1 to 6. I can do it in 5. I usually do it without the fixed. Next up, we have how to draw a horse. This is just a simple horse. You can draw a horse any way you want. Sort of the way they draw the Broncos when they draw the Denver Broncos. First you start with a couple circles with a line to give you kind of the middle. And you connect those, and you draw a cheek, a couple ears, and a neck. Next up, put the eye and the rest of the nose in. You draw a little mouth. This is all artistic interpretation at that point. Next, from the front, we draw 2 circles again. The center line and the eye line. And you can see we use the circles there. We draw some cheeks down from the circles and a curve in. A couple ears. Final details. Boom. There you go. Basic horse shape. Pretty easy. Next up we have how to draw a mushroom. This is the final sketch in this book. First you start with sort of a little circle and a bottom. Next you have the circle on the bottom and you add some rocks. You kind of fill in the bottom of the button. That's what I call it. They call it like shroud or something. Anyway, I'm not a mushroom expert. And we give it a little more detail. We connect the stem at the bottom. We connect the sides. Draw the rocks in a little better. Next, we draw little lines in for where the bottom of the mushroom is. Fix the rocks completely. And start dots. And finally, we finish off our dots, and we're done. In 5 steps, you have a mushroom. Groovy, right? Next up, we have nothing. Haha, tricked you. That's the last one for this book. So I'm going to sign off for now. And I'll be back in a little while to show you another book I have. I have bunches of these books full of sketches.